Today we are going to be talking about Jesus going away and why his departure is better for us as believers. The opening of this conversation should excite some interesting discussions about how we look at our spiritual lives. Let's get into it. So today's question is, why was it better for Jesus to go away? By now, Jesus has made it clear to his disciples that his time on earth was coming to an end. It was time for him to go away. The disciples were sad to hear this news and had trouble understanding the importance of what Jesus was telling them. They were focused on the reality that Jesus was about to leave them, so they were filled with sorrow. However, Jesus wanted them to focus on the bigger picture. He says to them, "But now I go away to him who sent me, and none of you ask me, 'Where are you going?'" In other words, Jesus was wondering why no one asked him where he was going and why. He wanted his disciples to know that he came from God and was going back to God because his mission on earth was about to be completed. He adds, "Nonetheless, I tell you the truth. It is to your advantage that I go away. For if I do not go away, the Helper will not come to you. But if I depart, I will send him to you." As it turns out, even though Jesus was going back to God, he says it is a good thing because he was going to send God's Spirit to help them understand what is true. And we refer to the Spirit of God as the Holy Spirit. And according to Jesus in today's story, the Holy Spirit will make people aware of three things. He will tell people what is wrong with the world. He will tell them which is the right way to go, and that God is victorious over Satan. And so, what is wrong with the world? This is the first thing God's Spirit will help the world understand. When you look at the world around you, there are many things that are considered wrong, sins that may point to the root cause to the problems of this world. While this list carries a lot of issues, you may be surprised by what Jesus says is the root cause of all our problems. Jesus says the Holy Spirit will make people aware of sin because they do not believe in me. So the biggest problem according to this sentence is that people do not believe him. It means our whole list of sins all come from the fact that people do not trust Jesus. If not trusting the Son of God is what is wrong with this world, then what is the right solution? Jesus says, "I go to my Father, and you see me no more." And you might be scratching your head, asking, how is this the right solution to the problem of sin? Well, let's break down this sentence into two parts. Jesus going back to the Father means that his job of taking care of sin is finished. And because we don't see Jesus anymore, it means that we are to have faith in his work on the cross. In simple terms, when we believe in the work of Jesus, we have a solution to sin. And lastly, Jesus says the Holy Spirit will make people aware of the fact that God is victorious over death. To put it simply, it means that God declares victory over Satan. It means that death no longer has a grip for those who put their trust in his Son, Jesus Christ. And so this is why Jesus says it is better for him to go away in today's story. His physical going away means that his job on the cross is finished. And it also means that he has now sent us his Holy Spirit to help us understand and to know that the war on sin has been won on the cross once and for all.